Okay, most recent one, still on the marbled paper, and hopefully this is going to work well enough. So, still doing lap books and marbled paper, and loving the Sorry Silk and a little tag. And still a lap book with a book inside. So it's a little bit different maybe. And I did use a coating or a spray just to protect the marble paper a little bit. All right, let's get in there. So there is a book in the middle, which I used some vintage, it's not a tablecloth actually, it was like a runner, and I just love the material and was kind of thinking about a certain kind of time period. So there's that, but the Lapbook is pretty simple really. The Lapbook part is actually really simple. I wanted to have a little bit of a bigger journal in there. And then also the book isn't quite as thick. So there's just a total range of ephemera in here from pages from, this is from like the early 1900s. And there are several vintage photographs and also still playing around with the tape and that kind of thing. And this is a little card from some ephemera I had from the family, so that was kind of fun just to use the last of that, which this includes as well. Let's see. It's just a little tuck there, and this will come out. That's just tucked into the middle. And actually, the book, I'm going to take the book out because this is actually, the paper is actually just pulled into the book like that. So these pages can come out pretty easily. That's not sewn together or anything like that. Let's go through real quick. So I used a watercolor tea-dyed paper to sew the material onto. And then there's just lots and lots of bits in here. I'm not going to take them all out and stuff. But this is ledger paper from an old ledger. And some card, stamp paper, copy paper, old dictionary. This is pretty old too, early 1900s. I think it was actually late 1800s. Postcards, stamps, photos, plenty of more room for adding your own ephemera, or you can just take everything out as well. And there's some stuff in there. So this tucks through here. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. There's some vintage ledger, just some pieces in there. And this is from Niagara Falls. And just sort of put some other ephemera. I kind of pinned, I was going to tape things in, but then I kind of thought that that would make it more permanent. So I ended up just clipping things in instead of sort of taping them in. And there's a bunch of ephemera in here. Oh, this girl on the bike. And another little dog with a kid behind him. And then I love this card, to raise and cultivate. Just thinking of gardens. And here's a little series of envelopes. And some more ephemera in here. So there's lots and lots of all kinds of ephemera tucked into this. Nice and chunky, which I love.